When I was born, I had no father because no one claimed responsibility. So my mother, because she was, ashamed, she ended up dumping me in a bush. And then women who were gathering firewood realized me in the bush, and I had ants all over me, and they took me back to the community. So it was after I was raised by, well-wishers, and the life that I grew up was very much difficult. Each time I would ask myself, who is my father? I tried to ask so many people, they didn't have a clue of who my father was. So after all these years of pain, trying to find my identity where I belonged, then one day a pastor came and he was preaching about God being our father. And then I said to myself, I think this is the guy I was looking for. And I heard that this, father was a very compassionate father. He loved us unconditionally, and I was so much willing to accept him as my personal savior. That's the day when I received Christ as my personal savior. When I was at the age of about 7 years, I was sexually abused by one of my relatives, one of my mother's brothers. And I tried to tell, people that this was what was going on, and no one believed me. They didn't want to believe me because this guy was the one buying food for them, so they chose food over me. And that was the most difficult years of my life, when I wanted someone to believe me and there was no one. When I wanted an ear, when I wanted someone that I can confide in and really trust what I was saying and rescue me from what I was going through, but there was no one. That's when I realized that there are many children out there who really need someone they can trust, who really need someone, they really need someone they can talk to, someone who can listen to them and not condemn them. So this is why now I'm being involved in, rescuing children who are in crisis, sodomized boys, sexual abused, girls, and because of the way I grew up, and that's where the passion comes from to do what I'm doing.